Hello, Free Enterprise fans. It's me, Starman, joined by Scythe Marshall tonight, or today, rather.
Happy time zone. Glad to be here.
Yep, and we have a real barn burner of a race for you today between Leggy and Scratchdragon. Leggy, of course, being of the Unforced errors, words, and Scythe. I do believe you know.
I know Scratch. Not exactly, but we do know that Leggy and Scratch have been around a long time, but have never raced 1v1 as far as we could tell. We did a little bit of research. So it'll be really good to see. Looks like we have Horum Hero and our 3 extra objectives. How about 4 times required darkness crystals, Starman?
Boy, howdy, you love to see it. So Darkness and the Moon is go mode.
Oh boy. This will be very interesting. We'll see if Forge or the Super Cannon play a role in today's race. Before we get going, we should make sure to shout out our behind-the-scenes crew. So you got the one and only, the irreplaceable Scala Kitty on the restream. And then we also have another one of our fabulous admin crew, Smape D, on tracking today. Thank you very much for your service. So, Starman, what do you think? So I don't know if you've had too many hard required darkness seeds in this tournament. What's your game plan going? Looking at the start screen.
I see what my starting item is, and I make a choice between going to Troya or just straight to Eblan to scout out for chests.
Right, makes sense. Yeah, and so are you preferring to, sort of like hunt the darkness crystal? Like, you need the darkness crystal, but are you going to prefer, once you've got go mode, just do your best to punch out those bosses? Or are you going to hunt the key items a little bit more to try and pick out one of the more, like, the harder to find objectives, like the Super Cannon or Forge, but more key item intensive?
I think if you're in go mode and there's no serious blockers at any of the boss spots, just do what you can.
Yeah, spoken like someone who hasn't been burned by DKC and on the moon many times.
That's the thing. Like, DKC is a hard blocker at, say, the Masamune altar or Murasame altar, even, and Cable Helmet. If you see him at any of those spots, you're just like, or even down in the monsters and the Bay March, that's not a good time. Oh, and our runners are off. Let's see what we get to start with.
Ooh, come on, not Tella.
If it's Tella, we are Kane.
Hey, it's Kane. Reasonable. Let's go.
This is a reasonable duo to start with, and the Baron Key. So that actually opens up another shop for them to check for equipment gear. That's huge.
Yeah,
first, I think we're going to see a whole bunch of looting because there's no point checking shops until you can buy something.
Yeah, that is true. I like to land at Baron immediately to see who the character is, but if the shop is here, I think it's more than worthwhile to go out, do your looting, come back, and you can get your character check and the shop check all in one. Well, Leggy landing at Baron. Scratch is off to, looks like, Eblan.
Crashing the airship into Eblan.
Yeah, know that feeling. Rosa and Baron in, guarded by Bahamut.
That's decent, I guess. Getting a little bit of money. I guess Leggy is going to check out the shop here, see if they want to come back. And we see nothing. Well, samurai arrows are actually pretty useful. Strength rings and strength rings are the best thing I've seen here. I would imagine Leggy's going to pick up a whole bunch of samurai arrows and leave.
Yeah, not the worst idea. Scratch getting through the right tower with no monster box encounters. So big infusion of GP there.
And that's it. That's how they're taking with them. Asura at... Well, Asura would be more exciting if you do not have a white mage on offer. We have Porum and we know Rose is in the seed. We do not actually care about that Asura summon.
Nope. So Scratch going to Troya. There's the Artie Bow. There's the Artie Bow. That's important.
Pick that up.
Yeah, the agility bonus and damage potential of the Artemis Bow is just it's too good. It's one of the best ways to spend 80k GP on these flags.
And like an Artemis Bow and Artemis Arrow Sid will do like literally all the work you need to have done in the seed. You put him in the back row with a whole bunch of strength there, and like there he goes.
Yeah, the rest of Troya shop's not really that great. Leggy finding a ton of GP from the back of the waterfall in the watery pass, so that's a nice little bonus there. Scratch looking to go to Damsian, or is checking the boss. Might be checking the boss. Yeah, there we go.
Seems to be checking the boss first, and then we'll probably go to Damsian. It's
Water
It's like what heck?
Yeah.
No, actually, no, that's perfectly fine to see Water Hag there and this particular flag set because as no free bosses are on, and Water Hag just punches, Water Hag can be real terrifying in the right spot.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to see that, honestly.
So
maybe not from the stream content perspective, but as a runner, that's a great place to see Water Hag.
We're about to get the same check from Leggy. She shall find out that it is Water Hag and leave. Scythe Marshal going to check the gear shops and missed.
Am I going? Oh no, this is unfortunate. I didn't have my timer on.
Oh no. I see Scythe Marshal on my screen. I'm like, that's the answer pop out of my head.
So, good time to remind us all that we have a meeting of the Cool S Club today. Zeus Gauntlets and Mist. So those are good. Not amazing, but they're good. Leggy, who?
Hello, Rydia.
Sorry. The NPC that blocks that bridge. I didn't quite catch what that NPC said, but it was ridiculous.
It was something about that her boyfriend has to check every door, and it's becoming a problem.
Oh my god. White arrows in this shop. Those are kind of nice.
Tiaras are actually pretty decent defensive gear for your, squishy white mage.
Yeah, Tiara is quite nice. Actually, Tiara is, we know Rydia's in the seed. So Tiara for Rydia is one of those you just slap it on her and it's good. Equipped. The only thing that would be better, I think, on this flag set for her is maybe a glass hat.
This gauntlet is pretty big pickup too. That is like a huge bit of damage for King if you have like a good weapon.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen any like really good King weapons yet.
Unfortunately, for Leggy, she is now out of money and probably wants to go raid like Elwyn.
Well, she's doing some equips. We'll see if she starts making checks.
I imagine we're going to be checking for characters first. Mm-hmm. Scratchdragon is also here. So our runners have converged a bit.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna take on the Antlion Cave. I think so. Interestingly enough, the Medusa arrows that Scratch equipped, they're quite useful because they proc Petrify on enemies without the boss bit. Unfortunately, they only have one attack power. So in terms of damage output, they might not be that great.
Oh, we have a Lunar Sparkle. It's Pale Dim. 249 damage from Porum here. That is quite respectable for the, child. 204. I think Leggy will be through this fight slightly faster than
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
unless, Porum low rolls.
Well, I hope everyone's got their doot-doot-doots out of the way for today.
And a Lunar Bonk is the reward. Not incredibly exciting until you're ready to transfer that small child over into healing.
Yeah, or you could also just sell it. An extra, I think it's 15k. Maybe it's only 10k if you sell the Lunar Staff.
The main thing here to worry about is, Porum's going to get levels no matter what you do. So there's not actually much incentive to go pick up the rose unless you just want another white mage in the party, which is not, a bad call.
Yeah, we haven't seen heroine robes. If we get a heroine robe, then all of a sudden Rosa becomes a lot more important, because then we can have a fast attacker who is not our anchor.
Hello.
All right. Well, hello again, Rydia. Ashura here is not too scary, but we don't have any mage killing here, I think.
We just let Osura go to her life head, and then we bonk her. Good night, Rydia.
She's tired. She just needs a nap. Wow, selling the Assassin Dagger. Scratch just sold the Assassin Dagger. Okay.
I kind of agree. Yeah, Assassin Dagger, I know it's useful, but
I guess with this party, you actually have a fair amount of power already. I'm just worried that if we get like Magma Key is our next thing, right? Like being able to do some of the trap chests without, like we saw a Dragoon Spear in that shop, but we haven't really seen anything else. So Kane's versatility, until he gets one of those good weapons, is a little bit sketch.
That's fair.
Okay, well, Blizzard Spear for Kane, good enough. It's fine.
Oh, hey, power shirts. Love those.
Yeah, you'd love to see it.
And that looks like it's in the city.
Yep. Leggy finished the Ashura fight, heading back down Hobbs. We'll see where she goes next. Scratch is going to keep shopping, I think. Okay, Dancing Dagger, Elven Bow pickup for Scratch. Yeah, that's fair. The Elven Bow, is going to help in that Ashura fight. Hey, we found them. We found them. They're the Artemis arrows.
And Artemis arrows with Artemis bow is, that's pretty good, actually. That will do a lot of work. It will deal with dragons, it will deal with everything. And that Bahamut summon would be real handy if we had the, GP for it.
Yeah, this... So, I hope everyone's got their shop trackers going, because this, seeing the Bahamut here with very minimal GP is saying, okay, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to come right back for Bahamut once to get my little Rydia into the summon god summoning murder child, I guess. Murder child in a different way.
Oh, hey, an entire array of, elementals. Shoot them, Rydia. origami form. It didn't really do that much.
Yeah, this spot's not too bad, but I am a little bit concerned because Claire's base power is very high.
Brady is going to die, but you know, such is life.
Phase change, phase change. Scratch also finding the Bahamut orb, does not purchase it because, you know, Artemis arrows are too good.
And we're kind of low on money.
All right, into Elements phase. Once you've got it to Val, Val sort of takes tons of damage from basically everything, except non-elemental physical attacks. So Porum's arrow here should finish the fight. Yeah, there you go. Already getting a bunch of levels for Leggy. The closer, the more levels Riddy gets early on, so that she can cast Bahamut multiple times without needing to be ethered, the better. We'll see if she leans on Rydia, but Crystal is not the reward you want.
Not quite. Kind of the critical on this flag says, like, you know, hey, here's a key item.
Yeah, +1 key item. You don't hate it because that could have easily just have been Cure 3 pop, but the crystal isn't exactly as the folks say, the Earth crystal is the party rock. The crystal is not the party rock. Scratchdragon. Yeah, Scratchdragon going into the back of Fabul gets rewarded with a decent amount of GP for his troubles. Those chests are probably some of the least checked chests in the whole game.
Yeah, because you generally aren't thinking about them.
The Medusa arrows, sell the Medusa arrows. Oh. All right, Scratch gets the Bahamut orb. He's seen Rydia. He knows. He's probably going to go back to Hobbs to pick that Rydia up. Yep, there we go. Leggy finds the Artemis bows. Does not purchase one, even with the amount of money she has from the public treasury. Might be looking to see what else is in the shop. Purchases Sylph. Okay. Sylph and Bahamut is a perfectly acceptable tag team of summons for Rydia. And Scratch implementing the lifelock pattern. So you're going to wait until Ashura casts life and then hit her, and then that makes her script just, cast life again.
And the cycle will continue until she dies.
Scratch through that fight. Rydia's going to get a bunch of levels. He'll have his little mini Blarg caster online shortly. Leggy purchased an Ice Brand. Okay. And then is peeking Baron in. She knows Rosa was here. She's going to take the fight. All right, let's see what happens.
Bahamut here is not that, not a threat. It's the question is what's in the second slot.
Yeah, the second slot's the big problem.
Okay.
We have a little bit of technical difficulties on Scratch's side, but we'll get those resolved shortly. D-Lunars.
I mean, you can throw Cure Potions on, we'll be fine. Spreading
And-
Villager, maybe.
Rydia's got the Tiara on, so Tiara is Dragon Resist, so that'll be pretty good for her. Looks like this is just going to be Cure 2 potions and Jump. I'm a little bit worried about the fire phase of this fight. But with a White Mage, I think percentage-based damage is not a big deal.
And you can call Sylphir would not actually be a bad choice because you might want the health.
Yeah, that is true. Sylph would, even though the D-Lunars are undead, Sylph still heals your party instead of anything else. Okay, this is slightly problematic. The D-Lunars are starting to punch. I think Veiling first is scary. Yep. And was Kane. Uh-oh.
And he got auto for more health than he had to begin with.
Yep, bopped. What's the plan, Leggy? Gonna go back in. Okay. All right, we have Scratchdragon back. Right, he's onto his D-Lunars fight, and I guess two things to keep in mind here. One, the D-Lunars, the D stands for dragon, so Artemis arrows, well, they do a pretty good job here. So Artie Porum is mowing the D-Lunars down. So that's a fairly decent advantage for Scratchdragon getting through that fight. Gets the Legend Sword, which is half an objective. Big find. Leggy, on the other hand, is going to Castle Eblan. Okay, and seems to be safe. This fight is free now that the enemies are stopped. It's just a matter of getting through the enemies efficiently. Question from chat while we're sort of seeing shops and sitting on Leggy's fight. Why are the runners not putting anyone in the center slot? So, fun quirk of this game, if your character is in the center slot, they get a 25%, I guess it's a 25% evasion bonus and 25% accuracy bonus.
Yep.
The only character you don't really want in the middle is Rosa if you're trying to use her aim command, because then it overflows and you don't want that. So in this situation, what you might want to do is put Porum in the center slot so that her bow accuracy is much better. Many of the bows are sort of not great in terms of accuracy. Power shirt from that chest, it's not bad, but it's also something you could have potentially bought. So it's not a key item. You don't love to see it, but like you go out, save, you can go back in.
Quite possibly.
And Scratchdragon looks like he's going into Baron Castle. Starman, do you remember who the boss in the Bygone slot was?
It's going to be Gauntlet.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, a different sort of
No, it's a different multi-target boss. Yeah. So we got the dolls. Scratchdragon has Bahamut. Going to be a big blarg to end the fight shortly.
And come on, stop attacking, you silly little things.
Yeah, they don't hit that hard, but there are a lot of them. Meanwhile, on Leggy's screen, Kane has Zeus gauntlets, which protect against giants, and the Mad Ogres are giants. And so this fight is now very free.
The enemy has been slain.
Horm already has Burst for Leggy, so that's pretty useful. Now Kane can attack automatically, get through the fights a little bit faster.
Unfortunately, does not seem to be getting the swoon off.
We got a little bit hecked over by the pointer system.
Unfortunately. Oh, there's Gauntlet. Hey.
Oh no.
I looked ahead.
Here we are, Senator Clock. Well, okay, we're gonna get Senator Crocodile in a little bit, but first we have his henchman. Being reminded that it's not appropriate to call the staff members of a senator henchmen. They are the members of the senator's staff. Thank you for the correction.
President Crocodile and his cabinet.
But Scratch making really good work of these gauntlet fights. Even though the only AoE is Rydia's Bahamut, getting through in only a couple of attacks before they get attacked. It's going quite well. Looks like Leggy has this fight under control. I've never realized that the backgrounds for these two locations are the same. Now you can't unsee it.
Not wrong. Look, you just transfer to the same battle dimension, it's fine.
And Leggy through the last trap chest in Castle Eblan gets a drain spear.
It just does not even deign to pick it up. Is there anything out of there?
I don't think so. I think she's fought all three boxes.
Like, have we seen Cats and?
Yeah.
Then yes, we've seen all three boxes. There's nothing of value from Castle Eblan, except for the money. The money's nice.
The money is nice, but you really hate to go here and fight all three monster boxes and not get anything out.
Well, we got a slightly, large sword, too big for Kane to hold.
Okay, that's understandable. We have not seen a Cecil yet. Did I jinx it? No, I did not. We do get Palom in Baron Castle.
At this point, he is a slightly, depreciated in value Quake Kid because we have Bahamut.
Yeah, like, we have Tiara Rydia with Bahamut. Like, she's fine. Palom does get Quake, and having two AoE casters might be helpful. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Scratch's party.
It's also for knowing we've seen 5 of our 7 characters now. There's a chance still for Tella and Cecil. Oh, hey, that's a nice Stardust rod for a Scratchdragon. Not particularly what you want to see after going through a long slog of fights. Yeah, but it's nice.
Nah, you don't love it, but given that your primary, your biggest damage right now is Rydia with Bahamut, it's pretty okay.
Those rune rings will be very nice pickups, though.
Ooh, Scratch slams the the Stardust Rod onto Palom. Looks like he's more interested in the Quake Kid than we were.
I mean, the Quake Kid is nice, but the Quake Kid doesn't, you know. The Quake Kid does not pass the dragon test of can I blarg them.
Not yet, no. Looks like Scratch is going into Castle Eblan, so he's gonna be disappointed that he doesn't find a key item. But as sort of mentioned in chat, the experience that Scratch is going to get from these boxes, part of it's going to be slingshotting on Palom, and so I think he might end up with, he'll get at least Virus. I think he gets Quake out of this too. Leggy picking up the Dragoon Spear. That's honestly, you love that. Like it's such a good weapon for Kain. It's the only tier 7 weapon Kain has, because it is quad effective on dragons. Like it's super good.
I mean, the thing though is like it's only very effective against dragons specifically. Against anything else, Kain's accuracy is kind of not the best.
Yeah, that's certainly true. That does sort of make him a good candidate for center slotting. And Leggy did take that wipe to the D-Lunars, sort of as mentioned. So this is going to get her, between these and the Artemis arrows, that'll get her through the D-Lunars fight. And yep, that's exactly where she's going. Back to Baron. Probably gonna do Baron in. Yep, there we go.
Who's ready for revenge? The pettiest of revenge.
I mean, revenge is a dish best served with the Dragoon Spear, right?
Or, you know, just a simple blarg.
Yeah, that is true. Bahamut does sort of win this fight as well. Meanwhile, Mad Ogres have lots of MDef. Bahamut doesn't care.
Oh, we don't have enough MP. Never mind. Horm's going down, but you know what? Kain with Dragoon Spirit will solve the problem.
9k. That's so good.
9k blargin. It is time once more to blarg. Legend Sword for Leggy. We still haven't seen hide nor hair of like our underground access. We haven't even seen a hint of a hook.
Yeah, this is like something of a. These flags can be really kind of strange sometimes. You get started with the seed and you start playing and you do your shopping and you do a couple early checks and all of a sudden it's half an hour in and you're like, where's my magma key? So I think what do we have left? We have the Flame Dog chest and Zot, and we have Ordeals, and no one's I don't think D-Miss was at Mist Cave. I think one of our runners checked and I forget what the boss was there. So we could see D-Miss somewhere.
Leggy is about to do the Baron check. I think, yep, it looks like Scratchdragon is going to go check the trap chest. As good a time as any. They've been through basically all of the quick and easy objectives, and their options at this point are, well, not objectives, but checks. And their options are now this or ordeals.
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
no one really wants to go up ordeals unless they have, you know, some inkling of a Cecil on the line.
Yeah, ordeals is like, it's one of those checks that it gives you some good early XP, but if you can do the Castle Up and monster boxes, that's a lot more XP and like basically the same amount of expected key items. And so like ordeals is very much something you don't really want to do.
It's now time for Rydia to blarg at dolls.
Yep, correctly menued over to Bahamut. I failed at menuing to Bahamut a couple races ago. That felt bad. Had to sit through an extra round of attacks.
I know that feeling all too well.
Did Scratch miss the first chest on the entry floor? Maybe, but it doesn't matter because Flame Dog is here. Let's see what happens.
What is in the Updog chest today?
The Updog. I had never heard of it called the Updog until this tournament, but I think it is quite funny.
Well, it's game.
I mean, why not, right? Hey, there's the magma key. All right, folks.
I don't know why, but the Updog chest just has all the value forever.
It's yep. Yep. Oh dear.
Scratchdragon has a whole handful of options when they get underground. One of the big things I am going to note is they have access to warp, so they can also check Sealed Cave quite easily if they go to Dwarf Castle. So that's
yeah. Dwarf Castle is like on these spikes. It turns out to be a fairly good check because it's two bosses. It's 2 key item checks if you have warp, which we do. We have it gets Rydia a bunch of spells, which may or may not be that useful given that she has Bahamut, but and then there are the shops too, right? So is that 2 item drops for Leggy? Come on, game. Okay, so Leggy is still powering through the gauntlet. And then Scratch is doing a little bit of shopping after dropping the magma key. We'll see where he goes. It could be... there's so many options. Dwarf Castle is really good. This party doesn't have electricity damage, so I don't know if... yeah, okay. So, like, you could go to Lower Babel, you could go to Feymarch, you could do Shield 1, but I think Dwarf Castle is a pretty solid check with this party. Oh, speaking of lightning damage, there's the Thunderclaw that none of our characters can use.
And the Crystal Ring. Well,
How much do you like Crystal Ring, Starman?
A lot. Now, I'll sell that gun gear.
I mean, I don't know about selling the Gungnir because Kane, I don't think Scratch has a weapon for Kane right now that isn't like, it's like the Blizzard Spear. I guess maybe the Gungnir isn't that great of an improvement over Blizzard Spear, but like casually just sells an X-Cal because crystal rings are so good. +5 agility, like something like 20 defense, a bunch of MDef, evasion. They're so good. And crystal rings onto the twin, or onto Rydia and Palom, looks like. So it's not a bad option. And exits out. So, okay, Scratch is going to go do a little bit more shopping. Leggy finds her Stardust Rod. So the Zonk, but maybe a Zonk she's okay with.
It's not like you go down there, you check what's in the trash can, and it's an Assassin Dagger. A Stardust Rod is a perfectly fine consolation prize.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, Leggy checking Mist Cave, so she hasn't been here yet. This is the, oh no, maybe D-Mist has my Magma Key.
Check. And then maybe we go up Ordeals. It's Dark Knight. We love a Dark Knight there.
Oh my god, okay. So I think, I have this feeling like Scratch already knew that, but Leggy didn't, and now she does. That information is so useful, because now you're much less scared of going to the moon. I think that really incentivizes going to the moon.
We're seeing Water Hag is out, Dark Knight is out. Dark Knight on the moon is one of the scariest things, and like no free bosses, because how about gigantic AoE damage to your entire party that you can't block or mitigate? Sounds like a good time? No?
Anyway, Leggy makes the correct play. Going to Zot will find the Magma Key in the Flame Dog chest. Meanwhile, Scratchdragon, Blarg, that's the story of this seed so far, is you just Blarg the guards away, it's fine.
Is this Milo and Z or Milo and Friends? Either way, Blarg. Hi, Tella. Bye, Tella.
Bye, Tella. Go away.
There is one chance for Cecil still in the seed. One. Otherwise, the seed is like nothing but casters and Kane.
Yeah, I think I'm I think I have this thing where everything I touch turns to mage seeds in this flag set. So all I've run are mage seeds. I didn't roll this one. This was probably Scala, if Z will confirm. So all blame and or credit goes to probably Scala. Yes.
Yes. Magma Key for leggystarscream. She is going to exit the tower. And we're going to see what Scratchdragon gets for doing Dwarf Castle and then warping.
Alright, so the Dwarf Castle item is...
It's a ribbon.
I mean, yeah, you would wear that around your neck, right? I think people have done that. That's a thing.
Yeah. But first, and now, what's in the sealed cave? Artemis arrows, double zonk.
Double zonk.
Actually, with Tella there, would you consider this a triple zonk?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely triple zonk. That's actually the one thing I'll say is the first boss in Dwarf Castle was the Baron Guards. Be no free Baron Guards are not to be trifled with. That is a hard boss. This party does have Zeus gauntlets, which I think protect you against Mini. So that's less challenging. But it's just really good to not see them. Okay, Scratch resetting out of the Warrior's chest. Please have saved. Yes, okay, good. Okay, when you go into the Fey March, I always, always save. Please save your game before going into Fey March because bad things happen otherwise. All right, healing up and then casting Bahamut, and that should end this fight after the Warrior Soul Punch.
And here comes Bahamut.
Blarg.
Bye, Trap Chest.
Cure 3 for Rosa, you love to see it.
Package. Not particularly what we're hoping for.
No, it's not an objective key item. It is a key item. You don't hate that. If you really wanted to meme, you could go check it and see if it's Cecil. But I think at this point, this party has more than enough power to handle pretty much anything. You got a melee character, you have a white mage, you have 2 black mages. It's pretty okay.
Like, the only thing you don't have is exit on Rosa, and that's what Porum's for.
Yeah, like this party's got all the utility you want. So Leggy going into Dwarf Castle, roughly speaking, I think Leggy is behind about 2 minutes. She's done pretty much everything that Scratch has, and Scratch is ahead Dwarf Castle and the Warrior's Chest. So we'll see if they continue to, if Leggy continues to chase, or if there ends up being a little bit of divergence.
That's a good question. One or the other of them could go up, I don't know, lower Babel and get rewarded. Also, Scratchdragon just pulled the hook out of the Framework key item chest.
Do you like that?
Maybe. Actually, I don't think... Oh, those 2 fights down there, yes, the Antline's bad, but we have like 2 ways of casting Blink and ways of not like triggering its counterattack, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, that Antline is better to see it in the Ashura spot than the Levia spot. The Dark Elf fight, I don't think we have dragon damage, so I think that spot's it's fast and it'll punch, and with be no free you can't just stop it, so this will be an interesting fight. Scratch is going back down there, gonna take on Antline. Here we go. Good night, Porum. Good night, Rydia. Blarg coming out on the other side for Leggy, so she's now through Dwarf Castle. So that 600 damage punch to Palom was through a crystal ring. Oh dear.
This is a little bit terrifying to take, but with Blinks up and everything, it should be fine. Blinking Porum so she doesn't get hit. as long as like you get everyone blinked up and going, this fight is relatively fine and free.
Yeah, and Rydia has more than enough MP to handle pretty much anything here. So I guess, yeah. The thing... Okay, so what'll be interesting is Scratch is getting through it now. What would be interesting to find out is what it have been like. If Leggy takes it later, will she gain time on that fight? It's unclear. We'll find out.
I'm not certain this is a fight you'll gain much time on because your primary way of damaging it is going to be through Bahamut and Quakes. Because you're not going to grind to nuke on this flag set. It's rather unfeasible.
That's true, but it was also a slow start to the fight because Porum got punched. Like the start of the fight was somewhat slow. So we'll see. We'll see if Leggy gets a little bit of a benefit by doing it later. Maybe get started on the fight sooner. Meanwhile, she's completely ignoring the Fey March and going to Lower Babel. So time to see what happens. Leggy getting the bad news that alerts have very high MDEF. Sylph only doing 1 damage. Unfortunate.
But nice dog. And now we're going to get another Flame Dog.
Flame Dog grind is not the grind you want.
And a Ninja... That's a Ninja Blade. Not particularly, like... It's as long... I mean, there's no key items here, but for this party, it's kind of as long as Edge probably doesn't exist in this seed.
Yeah, it's not... Yeah, not likely to happen. But Scratch, with the Ashura spot kill, gets through and becomes the first person to get an objective done at around 49 minutes. So that's pretty good there.
And hey,
His healing. What do you think? Going back in?
I think we're going back in. We're going to take a crack at that, because that particular boss, that spot's not going to be too frightening.
Yeah, and if Rosa gets her Berserk off, then I think, like, once you get to the dragon phase, as long as she doesn't get punched, she'll be fine. Okay, Leggy, exiting Lower Babel, did not find anything of note, is going into the Fey March. Also takes a wipe on the warrior's chest. And then skips it for now, so she might come back to it later. Board AI strikes again. Aw, it didn't. The meme did not come true, but it was a good try. Dark Elf targeted Palom with Piggy and unpiggied him. Palom had been casting Piggy on himself, but Piggy has such a long delay that it didn't go off until after Dark Elf had unpiggied Palom. Thankfully, it also has bad accuracy, so it missed. Anyway, we're in dragon form.
My dragon is better than your dragon.
but Bahamut isn't even a dragon. It's a summon. But between Blarg and Quake and Rosa about to do 3K, that's not bad.
That says a fact respectful bit. Good night, Kane.
Good night, Kane. That's the one sort of issue.
As long as I blink Rosa, she will, she'll be fine.
Yeah, good decision. Leggy finds the bad news at the bottom of the Fame Arch and exits out, whereas Scratchdragon has got through Dark Elf. That's 2 objectives done for Scratchdragon.
And a defense sword for Kane, which is arguably his best weapon with like white mages in the party.
Yeah, you'll take that.
So this party just does not care anymore. It doesn't really need gear, it just needs to go do its thing. It needs to find the Darkness Crystal and needs to be down with the seed.
Yep. That's we are in darkness mode. Darkness can be, let's see. We've seen the Warrior's Chest, it's not there. Leggy's done, I think, one of the 4 monster boxes in Lower Babel. She's going back in, so we'll see if she can find the darkness in here. But if she does, that's a mild problem for her because Scratchdragon is right behind her, also entering Lower Babel. So we'll see if darkness is in here, or if darkness is in Sylph, or if darkness is on Ordeals. Lots of places it could be. Could also be on the hook route. Both of our runners do have the hook. So hook was lower, or was in the Fame Arch freebie, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
1 whole damage for that Stone Man virus.
Yeah.
Because these have pretty magic defense.
Scratch remembering to turn his battle speed back up. A good decision to turn it down for the fights that he completed, because sometimes if your party doesn't really have great anchoring, you can avoid bleeding ticks and time in battle to your opponents just by turning the battle speed down a little bit. There's the adamant. Oh boy.
That's pretty nice. That is one of the moon objectives we can cross off needing to do. Or one of the Fame Arch boxes.
Yeah, you could skip that antline entirely.
And that would be a perfectly reasonable choice. Because that fight is kind of miserable and slow. Blarg, by the way.
Yeah, so about that alerts MDef. Scratchdragon gets his adamant rock.
So that will be 3 check marks for Scratchdragon very soon.
Blarg. I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be said right now. All right, Leggy finds the 4th alert chest up here. So we'll see if this pays out. There's also the Luge spot boss, so we'll see if that's something she decides to do or if she wants to walk out. Just a Cure 3 potion. Great. Thanks, game. So Leggy's done with the monster boxes, but is going to save at the top of Lower Babel and presumably to take on the boss at the top of the tower. I think so it's sort of interesting. I think Scratch has got a little bit of a lead right now, right? Like he's got 2 objectives, so those are fairly long fights, right? But he's already got them done, and he's going to the same places that Leggy is. So I think you sort of want something from this, but I almost wonder if you don't want this to be the Darkness Crystal. Oh wow!
Oh hey, D-Mist.
Oh, that's spicy. That's so spicy.
And the hook route could be holding the Darkness Rock.
And there are 2 monster box checks down there that are both weighted equally with a K-main check. So it's like, what do you do?
You got Wyvern.
Oh no. Well, thanks to Board and Zoe probably for deciding not to make Fatal cast Fatal All. That's nice.
Is at times like these where you probably just berserk your Kane and let him go to town but with that your green spear?
Yeah. Only 1k from Rosa in the middle. That's why you don't use aim. But Porum's casting Berserk on Rosa now, so that should be fine. If Kane starts attacking soon, that should be... the spot doesn't have a ton of HP, so it should be good, but the nukes are going to start flying now.
It's also doesn't have like a ton of like base power for magic. Still, a nuke is a nuke.
A nuke is a nuke.
And there goes Radio with a cool 1.4k damage.
Okay, Kane jumping should end this fight. I think Kane's probably going to do quad 9s on this jump if it high rolls.
Porum's going to take a nap, but she doesn't care.
7k odds. Okay. So Scratch and Leggy done basically in lockstep. Only difference by spells.
No,
Okay.
it's just the Darkness Rock.
It was not.
It's a ninja shirt. Wow.
Good question. Ninja Shirt is one of those songs that you're like, the game couldn't have given me anything better, could it have? Good question from chat, by the way. So Wyvern, Wyvern's kind of strange. It's Mega Nuke that it opens with, or in this case, whatever the Witchburn spell is based on this the location's magic attack. So it gets scaled. However, Wyvern's script is a little bit like kind of wonky in that it sets its sort of, the nukes are the vanilla spell power nukes. So if you were to play the vanilla game, you would see the same damage from the nukes that that Wyvern does in the randomizer. So that's, you sort of know what to expect instead of like going to the evil wall spot and seeing like quad 9's nukes, right? That you don't see that.
Yeah.
So the Lugate spot is actually like, the nukes are stronger than maybe you would expect, but not so strong that it's unreasonable. S Wild Forge Shop, it's always garbage, except when it's not. Nirvana is the forge item. That's not a bad stat stick. We're doing this for the objective.
What exactly does Nirvana give you?
I'm pretty sure it's plus 15 willpower. I think it casts wall if you use it in battle. So it's like it's a free targetable star veil.
That's not bad, actually.
No, it's actually a very good, like, it's very useful in terms of utility. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be the Abel's Lance for this party or something, but it's definitely a good equip for Porum. Leggy giving her black mages something to wear. That's nice of her. Gets her forge objective done, so that's Leggy's first objective. Scratch going to the hook route, so time to see what happens here. At this point, the Eblan shop isn't so great because we've already sort of found all the stuff that we want, but Cure 3s are kind of nice. You don't hate those, and bonus life potions.
Yeah, you can always want dropping, entire Cure 3s are good if you don't really have white mages available, but this party is kind of stacked with white magic, so.
Yeah, and we've already seen DKC, so it's a little bit less important, I guess, or pressing to buy them. Scratchdragon remembering that there are chests in the infirmary. While I think here's our main divergence. Here's our big divergence in the seed. Leggy going to Sylph Cave. She probably thinks she's behind and needs to find exactly what she needs right here.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just whoever finds the Darkest Rock Burst is in a commanding lead.
So Leggy getting slightly unlucky that that Rydia got breathed here, but is through this fight with Quake, so that's one of the 7 Sylph Cave chests done for Leggy. Okay, almost. Scratchdragon finds the Staleman chest. So this is a K-main weighted check, so we'll see if he gets value out of it. Samurai bow for Leggy, unfortunate.
This also has the side effect of giving Leggy levels.
That is true, yes. Lots of XP down here.
Twin Harp.
Yeah.
I mean, that could turn into quite the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Ghosts for everybody. Will that mute bell get off in time? No, it will not.
Nope.
So at this point, just cast a Cure 3 on your party. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's... I think Rosa will learn Float soon if she survives. That's unfortunate. But Rydia's got a spell queued up, so that should be good. All right, Scratchdragon continuing to head into the hook route. Not sure.
Be gone, foul spirits.
Yeah, right.
Crystal sword. Wow.
Wow. I mean,
would you like some slightly tasteless weaponry?
Yeah, I mean, it sells, but it's also, it's T Wildish, so it's not so surprising that you get the really big sticks in these monster boxes. Scratchdragon finds the Mad Ogre's chest. It's very early on. Okay. What do you do if you're Scratchdragon, Starman? After this fight, where do you go? Do you go down for demist, or do you just take this stuff and run?
Oh, what do we have left? We're kind of strapped for checks here. Paint out, not what you want to say. He's going down. I would actually do this as well because I haven't seen much else as like everything you pick at this point is going to be a long, slow check.
Yeah, I think it's possible that in terms of efficiency, the K main check you've got left is ordeals. So I think maybe after this, if it's almost more efficient to do ordeals than it is to do Sylph Cave. Leggy finding a second holy sword, not what she wants. Interesting. Scratch saved over his only save slot. So if he, I think he's just going. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing here I'd be like, particularly afraid of, even Mom Bomb. What's Mom Bomb going to do here? Nothing.
Just waste your time.
You call Bahamut and you berserk your cane and you call it a day.
All right, Leggy has float on Rosa, so these trap chests are infinitely more safe now. It'll be a lot more manageable to handle her HP totals.
And there goes Bomb Bomb. May get angry and dead. Followed up by Demus, which is going to be nothing but like jumps and aims and Bahamut and Quake cast because Berserking this fight, this is a fairly high HP spot, so Berserking here is not particularly fast.
No, I think this spot is jumping with Kane, flarging with Rydia, and throwing quakes with Elm, except it's sort of unfortunate. The spot is so fast that I think you're going to have to be a little bit careful so that you don't sort of get... you don't want your Bahamut to attack just missed.
The thin air, in fact. We're going to be seeing the freebie checks from Sheila. Neither one has checked this yet. This could be it. Or it could be nothing. It's a protect ring. It's nothing.
It was nothing. Protect rings are nice, but they're not crystal rings and they're not key items, so... Okay. Second Bahamut off for Scratchdragon. I think he is around 20k done. The spot has 25.2-ish thousand HP, so fight will be over after the next mist phase, probably.
If it doesn't die from, like, the next set of swings. And or a virus.
Turned into mist.
Speaking of, like, summoning the dragon to attack thin air.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Looks like Leggy is taking the hovercraft over to the hook route, so Leggy not having pulled exactly the darkness crystal out of Sylph Cave is a problem for her. I think she needs something to slow down Scratchdragon at this point. It's not to say nothing can't. There's still this party has Kane, so Valvalis isn't exactly scary, but there could be some Ogopogos that could be on the moon that would be slightly obnoxious.
That could, in fact, be a problem. But that's a D-miss down for Scratchdragon. They are going to pick up their red airship. It doesn't go any faster, it's just painted red.
Pick up the red airship, go back up to the surface, and immediately ditch the red. All right, folks. This isn't going to. Okay.
What?
So, I've tried this before, and it's actually like, I wish it worked the way I'd want it to do, but so you can warp out of Upper Babel, but you can't cast warp on the last floor where the bosses are, and so it's really unfortunate because if the game's entrance like loading screens worked the correct way, you could take like you'd go down the pitfall, take the star back up, and then warp all the way out to the hook route. I don't know if that's actually faster, but it'd be funny if nothing else.
Okay, Scratchdragon is saving here because he's going to go check what the Demus has on offer. If it's nothing particularly useful, you just go reset back there.
Yeah, this is a good play. This is you just did D-miss. Where you're going to go next? Okay, cool. Get ready for it.
And that is what shows. Is it the goods? It's maybe the goods.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, with the Twin Harp and the Earth Rock in hand, I think Troy is our next stop.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Scratch agrees, so. Leggy taking the Twin Harp, continuing to go down the hook route. So Leggy's going to go all the way down, probably to and through the D-Mist fight. So I guess we'll see what happens now. Scratchdragon electing to go to Zot instead of Cave Magnus. What do you think about that play?
I mean, I'm on Team Fade Harp, so I'm okay with it.
I guess this is the bit, right? Scratchdragon is on Team Harp Faders Anonymous. So there you go. That's commitment to the bit right there. I don't know if I would have faded it, but it's also, at this point, you have a few checks you can do. It's probably, like, I think Zod is, if you get through the fights quickly, it's at least as fast, so. Oh, Leggy running into the MP issue with Rydia, but luckily has Ether 2s, so. Well, we found French Vanilla Velvalis.
Not particularly frightening here, but you know.
No, this bot is so slow. It's definitely not an issue.
One whole damage.
And Kane lands right before Bahamut goes off.
It's punched for his troubles, but that's fine.
Leggy gets her pink tail. Paused for a moment. Is going down. Okay. Is that like, I don't know, chocolate position Tella? I mean, he's on the ground. That's some sort of vanilla, right?
Kind of.
We've been told strawberry flavored is the correct description, and like you've got the white hair and the like red pink cape. It's like strawberry cream. It's fine. Goodbye, Tella again. And okay, gonna see who the Zot 2 boss is. Neapolitan, yeah, okay.
Karate Man.
The Karate Man in a spot that's not particularly threatening for Karate's specific skill set. So that spot should be over fairly quickly. Meanwhile, Leggy taking on the Mom Bomb fight. Riddy gets punched really hard. But Kane is zerked. And so this fight should be safe, although the AoE part might be a little bit slow. Okay, now we got Riddy has got enough HP to tank the explode, and she'll get a call off after that. Yep, like he appropriately waiting before casting Bahamut, so that Bahamut actually targets all of the bombs. I have been there. That's not the best feeling. Ooh. Rude. Starman, did you catch what Scratch got out of Zot?
Nope, but he's flying over. Oh, he got the pan.
Oh, the pan, I see. Ooh.
Fortunately, Leggy did not get through the did not manage to kill Mom Bomb before Mom Bomb exploded.
And so had to deal with all the bitty bombs through now, but that was a little bit of a slog right before the bigger slog. Scratchdragon going all the way down to Sylph Cave to wake Yang with the pan, and then we'll probably head right back up to Fabul to check Sheila 1 and 2. Scratchdragon hasn't been to Sheila the first time, right?
Do not believe so.
Yeah, so he's about to get the Zonk from Sheila 1, but we'll see if the pan turn in has a key item for him. Wouldn't be the first time that Sheila has provided the Darkness Crystal.
It probably will not be the last time.
No. Okay, here's the Sheila 1 check.
Rat tail.
And rat tail. It's the chain.
The chain continues.
Big chain. So this was Earth Crystal from D-Mist at Rubicant into Pan from Zot into Rat Tail. All right, see if it keeps going.
I mean, what else could it give at this point? It could give Tower Key. That'd be the only chain reaction here we'd care about, because we already know what's in Sealed Cave.
Yeah.
I suppose we could turn in both tails at this point. Tower Key.
It's a tower key. Oh no. Oh no.
Tower Key turns into Luca Key, turns into Pain.
Oh boy. Like that would be something you don't want. Like this could be the biggest song. And the worst part is that like it's possible that Leggy just keeps going. Like Leggy might be following this entire chain. Okay, so this is a good point. Tower Key is an objective. Thanks to Nikuri and chat for reminding us. So
in fact, when we get up to the moon, we can just go to the White Spirit altar and the Masamune altar and be done.
Yeah, let's see. So even though potentially one of the bosses might not be, I don't know. Do you think? Okay, it's Cave Bahamut, Mura, White Spear, Masa. Do you just do the top 2 spots, even though Cave Bahamut is sort of like not great?
I mean, you can check the bosses. You're free to take any of them. It's like if you go from the top down, none of them are the first 2 aren't particularly great. You can go check the other 2.
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. All right, so Leggy through the D-Mist fight will get her Earth Crystal shortly if she remembers to check. I'm sure she will. Scratchdragon going, haha, there's... Oh my... Scratchdragon just wiped.
Yeah. Did he save? Well... Huh? What up? Oh.
Where is Scratchdragon?
He is one. I think
that's a lot.
Did he check the pan? Is this before the pan bonk or after he got the pan? I don't know.
I don't remember. Okay. Wow. Because okay, I remember him saving here because we were going to do. He was going up to check D-Mist, right?
Right.
Okay, he has the pan. Okay, he's got the pan. Scratch is fine. I mean, he's gonna lose the time
it took to turn the pan in.
Yeah, turn the pan in and then turn the rat tail in. That could have been a lot worse. Okay. Meanwhile, Leggy gets her Earth Crystal, is chasing the Earth Crystal. Okay. All right. So we know this will pay out for her. It's just a matter.
Unless she goes to Cave Magnus.
Ooh, true. You're right.
If Cave Magnus this crystal, this entire chain, even though it results in another key item check, is a big time loss for Scratchdragon.
Yeah.
Especially if he goes to Self Cave.
Leggy's kidding out Rosa. Do you think so? This could be a get Rosa powered up, but it also could just be Cave Magnus is very high MDEF, so
you shoot it.
So you shoot it, which means maybe she's going to Cave Magnus first. It could also just be get your party beefed up. We'll see. That's the save. She's doing it. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Cave Magnus check.
This could be everything. This could be the moment that decides the race. Tower Key versus Harp. Because if that Tower Key results, it's an objective, but if it results in the Luca Key, or heaven forbid, the
Sand Ruby spoon.
The Sand Ruby or a spoon.
Cure 3 potion.
Assassin dagger.
Yeah, this is very okay. This is really big. Okay, so Leggy needs this to be, I think, almost exactly the darkness crystal. If it is a darkness crystal, Scratch probably doesn't get here for a long time. Depends on what happens, though. As mentioned in chat, the answer could just be at Ordeals. Both of our runners might both do everything but Ordeals, which would be funny, but not out of the realm of possibility.
Who wants to go up Ordeals? No one.
Who wants to go up Ordeals?
No one.
All right. Leggy cast in Virus probably doesn't knock her party out. No,
That does not kill Rosa. Does not kill Rosa in the slightest. It is now time for the Ogopogo revenge on Scratchdragon's side.
Yeah, the spot Ogopogo is potentially the only boss that can really like surprise you here, except for a non-Witchburn Wyvern. But anyway, so okay, we'll see what happens. Scratch gets his objective. He's at 4 now. We'll see what the tower key is, but for now, we got some harp tunes from DJ Spoony B from Leggy's stream. So enjoy the music, folks. We'll be back in a bit. Well, what do you think, Starman? What do you think?
Wow.
Oh no, but it's only an Avenger for Leggy.
Well, the question is now, where do we go? Ordeals or down here? Because if Scratchdragon takes the time to clear out this entire place, and Leggy goes up Ordeals and gets suitably rewarded for it. So double zonks for everybody.
Wow. Okay, Leggy going into Zot. I think that. Like she will eventually get the tower key objective, so that's fine. In fact, because she'll have both Forge and the super cannon, if she just does Ordeals after this instead of going back into Sylph Cave, I think Scratch still is in the lead because he'll only have to do 2 of the 4 moon spots, and Leggy will have to do them all unless she wants to do Fame Arch bosses. But like, it's getting close.
It's a
Scratch. Sorry, go on.
It's a little bit more of a nail biter than it was earlier.
Yeah. Scratch has got a good agility setup. Rosa's going first. Oh no, I lied. Here comes a round of toads.
Toad, 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 toad. Well, I mean, that's not much of a difference for Kane. He already hops about. It is now time for my frog is better than your frogs. Anyway,
our regularly scheduled blarg, is that what we're thinking?
Valvelis is gaining. What was that? Was that a Sand Ruby?
Sand Ruby, yeah.
Wow. The value.
So we've seen everything but Spoon and Darkness.
Come on, 17 out of 17. The seed that never ends.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got the meat bell out on these ghosts, so this fight is now safe.
It is effectively over.
Safer and more efficient because you don't have to watch the Fire 2 animation, I think.
And now we go casting these ghosts down a deep ravine. Okay, what do we have? It's a ninja star. Hello, Toa. Goodbye, Toa. Hello, centipedes.
Okay, here's the centipede chest. So we've seen Toad Lady centipedes.
Two ghosts. We've seen the Marlboro chest.
We've seen both Marlboro chests, I think.
But
Nice. So there's only one more, right?
There's one ghost chest left.
So there's one ghost chest. There is ordeals. And that's it, right? We've done everything else?
We've done everything else.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. Leggy didn't check a couple of the chests at the bottom of Sylph Cave the first time. So Scratch knows the last chest is in here, or the chests that he hasn't done are in here, but he might have to go through the other ones on the top first. So he's got more to do than just find that third ghost chest that we think might have the goods. Yep.
Unless it's on ordeals, which is becoming increasingly more likely.
This is I don't know. Scala rolled us a great seed. Thank you. That's the pan for Leggy.
10 out of 10 would cackle at again. Leggy going to go check that pan.
Yep.
Going to get a rat tail. Samurai bow for this.
Yeah, so Scratch is going through. So there are two monster boxes here. Leggy's done them both. We know they're zonks. So this is sort of interesting. The fun part is that Scratch has already used all of his meat bells.
It's time for some good old fire action. Fire!
Hold on, did we miscount? Have we seen 2 ghost chests or 3?
I'm curious now.
Huh, I'd have to look back. Because if our counting was incorrect, well, then we know where darkness should be.
It has to be at ordeals.
So yeah, Leggy did not check the vanilla Toad Lady chest, but it's not certain whether or not, like, I don't remember how many chests we've seen. If we haven't seen all the chests, then that chest, or maybe one next to it, on the next floor, those could be the last chest and could be there. We have not. We don't know. We're all gonna find out together.
Excalibur. Okay. Well, Leggy, where are you going?
Scratch is exiting out.
I think all Scratch has left, if that was her last trap chest, is ordeals.
Yeah, I think Scratch counted 7. He's done. All right, here we go. I think this has to be ordeals as far as we're concerned.
There's no trap chest left on Earth that it could be. It has to be here. Well, we're going up ordeals, over leveled and angry. With 4 objectives under our belt and a burning desire to get a darkness rock.
Yeah, and I don't think there are even any there are no trolls that this could be, right? There's no. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Pack attack Golbez here is going to waste so much time.
Oh my god.
And this is a great place for Bagam. He's just going to get, blarged.
Blarged. Leggy doing the safe thing, saving and healing.
More importantly, healing.
Yes.
Oh, King and Queen Eblan is also, not where you want to see these two.
No, this is a free boss where you don't want to see a free boss. And even with Beano free on, they're still free. You just need to munch down their HP pools. They don't do nearly enough damage to be a threat. All right, Leggy about to get the Ogopogo surprise. All right, I think Scratch's Porum has enough gear so this is probably non-threatening. There's a Darkness Crystal. Scratch is in go mode. 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 34 seconds. Oof. Well, this is a time waster.
Hi, luggage. Bunk luggage.
Bye, luggage. I guess Porum didn't want to keep her Nirvana staff in the overhead compartment.
Well, we have a Darkness Rock.
So at this point, Scratch is in go mode. Scratch is looking to do the bosses as quickly as possible.
And I mean, let's see. We could have a CPU at the helmet with Golbez at Murasame, Rubicante down at Masamune, and Plague hucking it up at White Spirit Altar.
Vanilla Plague would be quite funny. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that would really pose an issue for Scratchdragon right now. It's just a matter of how slow would it be. And unfortunately, Leggy, we know where the Darkness Crystal is. Leggy does not. Oh?
Leggy is about to probably go do the Fey March because, thinking furiously about where this Darkness Rocket has to be.
Yeah, Leggy hasn't done the Warrior's chest.
She's going to blarg it and get a package and be like, okay.
Yeah, probably not particularly thrilled. She might reset out. Well, maybe she'll take the experience, but then afterwards it might be like she's got everything done. except for Sylph Cave. So she might, because she's got a save there, she might go to Ordeals before the back half of Sylph, but we'll see. Yes, Flurry, I know. Even if I'm commentating, it's Mage Season, last location, Darkness. Give me a break.
He was ready to blarg.
I'd say Rydia is. Scratchdragon headed to the moon. You don't love going to the moon at 1 hour and 42 minutes. So I think I should probably make a note to ask, like, how does it feel going to the moon this late in the seed for Go mode? And knowing, like, my opponent could have already, like, been here 1 hour ago.
To be fair, on this flag set, with like no real obligation, no real incentive to go up Ordeals. If we got Cecil early, we would have been up there right away. But we didn't. And we got Kaipo guards here where one blarg is going to solve all problems.
That's one free boss.
Can I get some booze out in chat for these Kaipo guards? Not a CPU, shake my head. Oh. I mean, there is no... Look, Bacchus wine is not available here, usually. Edge might be able to sneak some in.
Alright, so scratches through the officer fight as soon as it retreats. That's 5 objectives for Scratchdragon. Probably goes to Murasame Altar because that's the closest nearest objective. Leggy is going to the Fey March. So Leggy's going to do her 2 Fey March fights, and then will choose where she's going after that. So I was right to an extent. This antlion fight is going a lot more quickly for Leggy, even though the damage numbers aren't that much different, just because she didn't have to take a round to like set up blinks and everything. So it just got the damage going right away. Meanwhile,
here's Ella again.
Like he's in the seed, I guess. Bye. So I think that leaves Package and Giant as our 2 character checks. So our 7th character is in one of those 2 spots.
Yep.
Going to your altar.
Package was not going to get checked, so...
Nah. All right, Leggy through the antlion fight, so that's objective 1 for her.
For a ninja sword. And we have...
Well, I think someone's gonna fall flat into the deep ravine, but it's not gonna be our characters.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
But not for us. $3K Cure 3, you love to see it.
I mean, after an entire seed that was like a nice long slog, you don't. It's nice seeing 2 quick, easy bosses where you want to see 2 quick, easy bosses.
Yeah, but if you have your if you have Discord open and you're like waiting to type your your like exclamation part done, it's like sort of terrifying. Just please die, please die. Scratch is through. That's 6 objectives.
We'll have time as soon as the text box pops up. Alright. And that is time coming. Okay. The timer on screen is going to be a little different from our timer because there were some hiccups with Scratchdragon stream. Nothing that is going to change the outcome of things, though. Scratchdragon has taken first place with a time of, if I can trust what's on screen, 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 47 seconds.
GG's to Scratchdragon. That actually, this is match 2 or game 2 in this match between Harp Faders Anonymous and Unforced Errors. Match 1 was a few days ago. Turns out that Harp Faders Anonymous has won this match with a score of 2-0 for now. Later this evening is the third game in this match. So congratulations to Harp Faders Anonymous for taking the victory in this in the Potion Party positional round. Pround. Yes, the Potion Party positional pround.
Correct. Okay, good. And hello, Scythe Marshall.
Hello, but also hello, Scratchdragon.
And hello,
Hello.
Scratchdragon.
I like the quad P.
GG's. How did you feel about that seed? Give us your overall thoughts before we ask some more precise questions.
Well, my chair is currently out my window, so.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, did you like that? So I'm going to assume you liked the Earth Rock into the pan, into the rat tail, into the tower key, into what was effectively nothing.
No, it was fine. Up to that point was fine, but I just didn't like it being nothing was still an objective. That's fine. Great. Fantastic. Why did Death Rope have to be there right after I do Sylph Cave and I didn't heal?
Ooh, yeah.
Like I sat there and I said, okay, there is literally no boss that can kill me. Gobez can't kill me. Nothing can kill me. Oh yeah, you exist. Oh God, help.
Yeah, I've been there. You're in good company.
Ogopogo peeks through the door, laughs.
Oh my goodness, what a seed. I liked it, but the seed was like yelling at me, literally yelling at me to go to Ordeals, and I kept saying no.
Yeah.
Here's a Tella, go Ordeals. Here's a Tella, go Ordeals. No, not going. Leave me alone.
So for you, when you're playing this flag set, how much, like, what are the reasons you will go to Ordeals?
Cecil
or early Tella. Early Tella. Like, having an early Tella is helpful. I will not deny that. Doing it early, get some levels, that's not bad. However, at the point where I first got a Tella, and I sat there and I said, really don't need you. Have everything I want, and I don't really want to sink any times into doing Ordeals, considering, like, everything else was open. There was no reason for me to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Until there was a reason for me to go.
Well, you found potentially the one reason. Well, you didn't necessarily last location darkness because you could have done Twin Harp.
If it was Twin Harp, I was ready to take the L. I'm just ready to take the L because I'm not doing Twin Harp.
Yeah, that makes sense. So once you found the darkness, how does it feel going to the moon at 1 hour and like 42 minutes?
Yeah.
After full clearing the entire Earth. Yeah.
Like, I sat there and said, there's no boss I can't kill. Oh, my goodness. But no, I mean, the seed. Scala likes to do this to me.
Oh, no.
Scala likes to do this to everyone. since the day I met Scala.
I mean, Scala sure rolls some pretty good seeds. I don't know if Z's run any like Scala specials recently, but like this was pretty good.
I will say this, and this is just for my buddy Scala. I still have the doodle you did for me from RPG Limit Break by my computer.
Aww.
And I look at it every time I do a seed and think to myself, hate myself.
Oh no.
No, Scala's my buddy, and it was a good seed, and it was stream value, is what I will say.
Yeah, I think that's true. I'll ask one last question before we call it good for the interview. Is when you saw demist at the Rubicant spot by peeking top of tower, what were you thinking?
It just added to the number of checks, because I wasn't going to do hook originally, but then I saw demist and I said, okay, that adds +1 to that check. And then I was just doing the math in my head and I said, you know what, it's actually worth just checking that real quick to see what's up with that. Because if it was behind demist, most people wouldn't go and check demist unless they absolutely had to. And it was just, it just became a thing of convenience at that point, which they gave me another teleday and I said, no, I'm not going to ordeal, stop it.
Yeah, pretty good. That makes sense. We were sort of thinking something similar. Like it's a spicy thing to see demist up there. But aside from that, yeah, you played the seed really well. So GG again. I guess maybe I'll ask Starman if you have any other questions for Scratchdragon.
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
I have one last stop if I can get this out before I
go for it.
I have a question for a chat. If you're not playing Final Fantasy III Enterprise, why aren't you? Do so. It's great. We're great. It's fun.
Whoa, there you go.
And last thing, thanks to everyone for running the tournament. I love coming to these tournaments every year. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it to anyone if you had a lot of experience, no experience. I've literally been here since the beginning of time, and I don't plan on going anywhere. So come and play. Have fun. Get lost.
Yeah, thanks, Scratchdragon. We always love to see you at the tournaments. You're a very valuable member of our community. So thanks again for the interview. GG's, and best of luck in the rest of the tournament.
GG's, everyone.
Okay, so we'll have leggystarscream here in just a moment. I believe there she is. Hello, Leggy.
I'm gonna have words with Scala after this one.
Uh-oh.
How we did? Waiting for
Last week, to start things off, I lost my race because I accidentally did the Murasame altar instead of the White Spear altar. So I'm looking at these objectives right from the word go and going, I see you, randomizer. I see you calling me out here.
Well, yeah, you would have eventually had the option to do either, so there you go.
Or both.
Oh dear. Well, GG's anyway. This was a heck of a seed. Tell us about your thoughts about like how you're planning to play the seed versus how it actually went.
I mean, I was hoping to pull an early darkness crystal at any point. Which, you know, in hindsight, I could have. But yeah, I knew that going into this, I was going to get underground eventually. That was 2 objectives. Darkness had 4 objectives, so I just have to keep opening objectives checks until I find the darkness crystal, which instantly puts me in go mode. And so it was just a lot of running down, a lot of trying to hit high density locations. And it just happened that the rock was at the least dense location in the game.
Yeah, you never like hard required darkness at ordeals. What's your opinion on ordeals on this flag set? Like, what will cause you to do ordeals?
If that Tella had showed up way before he did, I would have considered it. Obviously, you know, if you find your man in black, well, you need to fix that problem immediately because you've got Excals and crystal swords for sale. But really, ordeals for me is if I have a Tella, I'll consider it. And maybe all of the Tellas at all the locations should have been a hint.
Yeah, that's what Scratch was saying. It was like 3 or 4 Tellas, like go ordeals.
Yeah.
One thing you did a little bit earlier than Scratchdragon got to was you did the front half of Sylph Cave, looking at the trap chest. So, what was your thinking about going there?
So with the equipment I had, with the setup I had, I felt confident that I'd be able to take all of those fights without any issues. And I'm like, well, you know, if I've already got to go wander all the way down to talk to Yang, I might as well do a few of the other checks along the way. Plus, it's good experience. And by the time I was going into Sylph Cave, I'm like, okay, I need to start setting up for the moon because I want to be in the position where if I find that darkness crystal, I can just go straight to the moon and finish the seed.
Yeah, that makes sense. You never like to get into Sylph Cave, do 3 monster boxes, get 2 holy swords for a holy swordless party, but the XP is definitely a plus. So, yeah. What was, I guess my last question for you, and then we'll see if Starman has any questions, is was there any thought to beelining the Twin Harp check, knowing that Scratchdragon is on Team Harp Faders Anonymous?
I was thinking about it, but I knew where Demist was, because the Twin Harp was the one out of Cave Eblan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that, there was a thought, but I also knew Demist was there at the end of the hook route, and again, you know, I felt very confident with my party power, and I'm like, well, you know, I can do it, or I can just do Demist, get it on lock, go up. Mist isn't that far from Troya anyway, and if it is Demist, I don't want to make the trek all the way back in.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to... It's a long walk down to the bottom of the hook route, so...
Yeah. If I had been closer to a save point, I might have considered it, but I was already too deep.
Yeah, makes sense. Starman, did you have any questions for Leggy?
No, I think yeah, sort of I would have.
All right. Well, so Leggy, it's been a tournament, but how are you feeling going forward about the Moonveil Mixer cycle?
Oh, I haven't even played one of those yet.
Me neither. That's not true, but close.
Yeah, no, I've had, like, I'm here for a fun time, not a long time. You know, our whole team came into this, you know, just wanting to hang out, play some free enterprise, spend some time together, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to remembering how to fight Zeromus.
Oh, yep. That's a big part of the next set of flags. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, like, I'm just happy to be here. It's always good fun. It's always great community. It's always fun to be on all sides of the booth. Shoutouts to you, Starman, Scala, and who did we have tracking?
Smapety was tracking.
Okay. Well, shoutouts to Smapety. Sorry you had to wander off, I suppose. Yeah, no, Free Enterprise is good. Free Enterprise is fun.
There you go. Both of our runners today have told you, chat, Free Enterprise is a good time. if you are interested in playing the game, come join our Discord. We can definitely help you get set up and get you going. But GG's again, Leggy. I hope you have good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Looks like we are done for today. I say today, whatever time zone it is for you. Going forward, we've got more Free Enterprise coming your way. We'll be rating Free Enterprise 2 for the match Kyrol for Team New Moon versus RPG Mel for Team Bimmy and Jimmy Eat World. And then later on, we have later on tonight, we got Tybalt versus Mole Boy. So Tybalt's We Wear Shorts in Winter, Mole Boy's for Team No Springs. So those will be two good matches. Remember, don't spoil the results of this race. Just go and have a good time and enjoy the races for the rest of the day. I guess I'll say take care, folks. Starman, want to say goodbye?
Good night, everyone. Or good afternoon. Good day. Good day,
Happy
sir.
time zone, folks. Ciao.